Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I have a new digi and I'm very excited about it. It's called Mushroom Christmas. Mushroom Christmas instead of Christmas mushrooms. I just did Mushroom Christmas, okay? So, obviously the main thing is mushrooms. I've gotten addicted to drawing the mushrooms, so I've drawn all the mushrooms. The other images that are in here, oh, and the gnomes, the mushrooms and the gnomes I've drawn. The other images that are in here are from different places. So this is the first page, and here's one of the gnomes checking out the mushroom there. Oh, and I did draw this too. What's that stuff called? Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll get it in just a minute. Yay, my goodness. Mistletoe. Yes, that's the stuff. All right, there's another one. And this cute little gnome's got his giant mushroom. These are from Vintage Images. That's where I got the idea. This is an image from Edith Holden. Her winter berries and privet hips and is it haws, I guess. But anyway, that's the only image I could find in the public domain. So I don't know. I don't really know how that works with her stuff. So anyways, I just used the one that I found in the public domain. But yeah, still lots of other cool, like I love the pomegranate. That's so fun. And then the cardinal, some other little gnomes. That's a vintage image. I did not draw the cardinal. And there again is Edith Holden's image. Or no, I think that's a different one. That is not hers. Sorry. That's a different one. And all these mushrooms. I thought this would be kind of a cool, like, center of the journal page. And then I also did it in a lighter version so you could write on it. This would be more of like to back other pages because it's kind of washed out, but it's meant to be that way. This is the bright one that would be cool in the center of a journal, I thought. And I've got some just fun mushroom background type pages, and this one is printed on just white copy paper. This one is printed on the Southworth ivory parchment paper. Well, it's not parchment. I can't remember what it's called. Linen, I think. But I love the feel of that Southworth paper, and it's just a little bit crisper, and the color is just a little bit better. I don't know if you're going to be even able to tell on camera, but that's the only difference. So really, I mean, it comes out fine on copy paper. And there's same thing, just with a green background. And some very subtle snowflakes here. I hope you guys can see them. There are snowflakes on that page. And then this is another background page. And so is this. This again is those berries. I just lightened it all down, kind of washed it out so that you could write on it. And then there's 2 pages of just tag ephemera journaling card. I didn't do any pockets because I figured you can, you know, make your own pockets. Number 10 window envelope cover with Edith Holden's berries there. CD envelope cover, or, you know, both of these items you can use without an envelope at all. So if you don't have a number 10, you can just cut these out, put some acetate behind, and you know, fold it up and make it look like a regular envelope, words. Or you can do like something like this where maybe it's, if you cut it down, it could be almost like a page in a journal with these cut out with maybe acetate, and then use it like a page, and then this side would be, you know, page. So yeah, just use them how you want. You don't have to have an envelope. If you don't have a CD envelope, then don't worry about it. This can be printed with or without borders. I did it with borders for all of my ephemera, not this one. This one is without borders. As you can see, it goes all the way to the edge. But I do that with all the ephemera stuff because sometimes one will be too close to the edge and get cut off. So just a thought there. These, same thing. I did these with borders because some of the mushrooms were pretty close to the edge without borders. So you get a page like this of mushrooms. And little gnome up there. Oh, that's another background page. Sorry, I didn't have it with the right stuff. And then you also get just the red mushrooms, all different sizes. I mean, a lot of them are, you know, it's the same mushroom, but sometimes you want to have more than one to decorate with. And then here's more fussy cutting, and here you've got some labels. So yeah, super fun. These two birds I got from a site called Vect Easy. Watercolor birds. I did not draw those. I did draw these guys. I drew that. Not, these are from Vintage Images. So anyhow, that is that. Mushroom Christmas. Mushroom Christmas. Okay. So I will leave a link in the description box below where you can find that. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fabulous day. Just wanted to show that to you. I thought we could play with these today. I did get some of these cut, and they are in my Etsy shop if you're interested in those fun little trifold cards. So what you will get is 3 green trees, 3, you know, in a bag. I'll show you. Hold on just a second. Should have grabbed that. Apologize. So in your package of these, you will get 3 green colored cardstocks, and that's going to be kind of a random mix of colors of green, just because that's all I could find were the pads of paper that had the mixtures of green. So I just went with it because every place that I found whole packages of all one color of green, it was really expensive. I couldn't find it at Michael's. I couldn't find it at Hobby Lobby in my area. Now I understand you may go to your Michael's and find it and boom, you got it. I just can't find them in my area, and I don't know if there's, and somebody was saying there's a shortage. So anyhow, whatever the case is, you'll get 3 different colors of green. You'll get 1 set of trees, you know, 1 tree card in this craft color, and you'll get 2 in white. So 3 green, 1 craft, 2 white for the trees. So that's a total of 6 tree trifold cards. Becomes like a tongue twister. And then you'll get 6 also in a different package. Obviously they aren't in the same package. This is a different set. You will get 3 of the craft color, 1 black, and 2 white. So a total of 6. 3 craft, 1 black, 2 whites. Okay, so that's how they will come. So today we're going to play with the trees. Another day we might play with the houses, or if we have time today we'll play with the houses too. So what I'm going to do, and I might go ahead and do it to the houses too, just in case we have time to play with both of them, which we probably will, but anyway. I've just got, well, that is not going to come out of there right now. Where's my little, there it is. This one's just mixed with water, so it's just thinned down, but it's still just acrylic. It's nothing fancy. And I thought it'd be fun to, you know, put a little snow on our trees here. So what you all been up to? Anything exciting? I had a nice weekend with my hubby. Just kind of hanging out and watching football, and finished up my mushroom digital. That takes me a minute to get all ready on the computer. Because that's the job my son used to do, and he's taught me how to do it, but I am slower than molasses at that. So that was an interesting task for me this weekend. But anyways, it's like I can do all the creating and drawing and all that, but for some reason that last part where you have to watermark it and do all that stuff just is mind-bending. I don't know why. It's really silly. I always have to like mess something up. I'm going to kind of do it like that, I think. I don't want like tons, but I want, you know, some white on these trees, just for some interest. So yeah, that's what I did. Oh, and happy Halloween. And I know for you guys it's Tuesday, so it's the day after Halloween. It's November 1st, but for me right now it is Halloween, because I think I forgot to say that when I did my video for Monday, so sorry about that. It's not like a, I mean, like, I like it, and I like you know, making digitals and things for it, but I don't do a whole lot of like home decorating or anything for Halloween. A few pumpkins and stuff like that out, but I used to be into it more, but you know, once your kids grow up, it kind of loses something. So anyhow, I'm gonna have to get another piece of paper here, because this, I don't want to get this messed up. I'm putting a thin enough coat that I don't think it's going to take super long to dry. And I got ink all over that, but I'm not really worried about it, because I'll probably put more ink on and whatever. But yeah, just an idea of something you could, you know, do if you got some of these trees. And of course, you could do loads of things. I'm sure that you guys could find many things to do with them, but I'm just giving you an idea of something to do. You could ink them, you could coffee dye them, you could, I mean, you could do lots of different things with them. You could put the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide all over them. You know, like if you wanted really different colors, or like you want to take the white ones and do something fun with them, you could do that. I thought I just wanted to do the tips, but I think I'm going to do a little everywhere. Kind of crazy how it gets so dry it won't really go anywhere else. But yeah, just a way to maybe, like, this color green isn't totally my favorite, this lime green. So if there's a green that you're not totally crazy about, like if you do some inking and whatever to it. And I'm sorry I couldn't find, I mean, I could have ordered it on Amazon for an insane price, but then I would have to charge you guys even more, and that's no fun. And it does take me about an hour to cut one package. So if you are looking at them and thinking $9.95 is too much. I mean, some people will and some people won't, but I don't know. Anyway, that's why, is because it is taking me an hour to cut 6 of them. So between the 6 pieces of paper and the hour and the electricity and everything, that's why. So, because I know normally when I give you guys or sell laser cut items, you get a lot more for that kind of price, but that's just all I can do. So I don't know why this doesn't want to get on there. Well, I didn't really want streaks of it on there. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Probably with like a sponge or something would be better, but anyhow. If you have a better system, that's what you should go with. Oops. Just want to get a little something on there, you know? Oh my goodness, not that much. Maybe don't do it the way I do it. It's snowing and blowing. How's that? My cat's snoring, if you can hear him. I don't know. He's so funny. Just laying like right behind me snoring. Oh, my husband and I started watching this show last night. It's called The Watcher. We watched almost the whole thing. We only have 2 episodes left, so I have no idea what happened, but you know, like it's a like who done it sort of thing. But anyway, I have no idea. Like, I can usually figure it out pretty quick, but it is I don't know. It's a crazy show. Definitely worth watching. I would highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Crazy. I mean, I thought it was anyway, but I'm easily amused, I guess. But we keep going, oh, I think it's this person. And then it's like, oh, maybe it's not that person. Well, oh, I see. It's definitely that person. And it's like, I don't think it's that person either. Like, or then we're like, maybe it's all of them. It's just crazy. So anyhow, watch that to entertain yourselves. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, it's a card going this way. And the other thing about these is you can fold them however you want. There are going to be score lines, and I would recommend the first time you fold it, to fold it like, it's cut in like this. So you're going to want to fold it like that. Do you see what I mean? So it cuts a valley, you want to make a hill. And then do the same thing with this one. It cuts a valley, make a hill, and then you can fold it back the other way easily. It's just the first time you'll get a better fold if you do it that way. I hope that made sense, because yeah. But anyways, all right, so we're gonna put some little pockets. As I mentioned, these would be fun with some little pockets, and I think that's gonna go there. I think I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of this on here. Looks a little aged. But yeah, there are score lines. You'll get them flat like you saw in those bags, and then you can fold them the directions and whatever, how you want them. And I did put them separately, houses and trees, that kind of thing, because some people are saying I liked the houses, but I wouldn't really use the trees, or vice versa, or whatever. So I just thought, okay, well, I'll just do separate packages, and then that way you can decide for yourself what works for you. So yeah. All right. Keep tweaking that little branch there. I need to ink this too. Doesn't really matter which way it goes. These are just pieces of cardstock that I got at Hobby Lobby. So you can get these at Hobby Lobby if you're looking for but any Christmas cardstock obviously will probably just be fine. And I've just cut them flat. I haven't put any little gussets or anything on them, because I just figured you're not going to want to like jam these full of all kinds of stuff, because they're not huge, you know what I mean? And the trifold isn't going to hold a whole lot between it. The Cat sort of doesn't know what to do with himself now that the weather's gotten not as nice. He was fine for a long time after Joel's passed away. Like, it didn't really seem to bother him. But lately, I kind of feel like he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's just sort of aimlessly wanders around and is bored or something. I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure out something to entertain him. Because he did spend a lot of his time trying to get her to play or whatever, even though she wasn't really interested. She did play with him sometimes, so I don't know. He just, at least that occupied him. Now he just doesn't know what to do. Oh, these little houses. These are from, they're in a digital kit called Christmas Houses. And I put these out last year. And so I just backed them with some coffee dyed paper, printed them out on copy paper, backed them with coffee dyed paper. So they're kind of like little journaling cards. Not big journaling cards, clearly, but little journaling cards. And I'm going to put one on the back of the same, the middle again. But you could, you know, if you wanted, put one over on that side or whatever. I'm just choosing to put it on the same side. Same spot on the back. But then you have some writing space on these and a little pocket. I just think they're kind of fun. So yeah, that's the, but you could put little tag like cut out of scrapbook paper too, if you know, if you don't have the little houses and don't want to get them or whatever. But if you bought them last year, then you would have them and it would give you a use. Got the dropsies. I keep dropping everything. I'm getting glue everywhere. And here's another one that I did the same thing. Well, this doesn't have coffee dyed. This has that faux coffee dyed paper from Amazon. I was just using scraps to back them, just so they could be written on and thickened up a little bit. So that goes in there. And then, how did I have this? This way, right? Yeah, okay. And then we'll put a little house or something on the front. So let's see, what else do we want to put? I kind of want another something. I've got my little Merry Christmas that also comes with those houses. But like I said, use what you got. Maybe I'll put so this or this. Just something on there. Kind of like book page. It is book page. It's from a really old 1906 book that I have that just has it's sort of like an account book for Los Angeles in 1906. It just has like what they spent on all different things and pictures. A lot of the pictures I used in my industrial digital download. Yeah, it's just kind of an interesting book. Had all kinds of stuff. Oh, I didn't realize there was a Mary on there. Oh well. I stamped some of them with stuff to use, but it's okay. I can stamp it again. I feel like it needs another little, maybe this Tim Holtz tissue. I mean, you could collage these all over. You could do all kinds of things to them. This is just kind of what I'm choosing to do today. You could even put some little bits of paper, you know, like to make a little notebook and stitch it in there. I don't know, something like that. Wasn't very straight. Yeah, so I think they're fun and great to just stick in a pocket. You could just leave them the way they are and stick them in a pocket in a journal, and then that just gives you more writing space. So even if you don't want to do anything else to them. I should have put that under, but it's on top now. Okay, so there's one. So writing space, you can take the house out, writing space. Yeah, those are cute. That's fun, and then in a pocket it goes. Okay, so I think we definitely have some time. We can do some stuff to this one as well. I know, you just put snow on there and then you're inking it. I can't help myself. But of course, you do not have to ink yours if you don't want to. I like the ink. I like them grungy. Oh, and you will see when you get these, and you may have noticed it like on the trees or whatever, but these are cut with a laser. If you don't know, I have a Glowforge. It cuts with a laser, so it's like basically cutting with fire. So sometimes you do get a little bit of like char marks and spots, especially on the white ones, because obviously you can see it best on those. So if that's not something that you're okay with, then I wouldn't get them, because I can't really, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just how the machine works. I mean, it's not a lot, but it is visible on a few spots here and there. So I just like to tell people that, so they aren't like, what in the world is that? Okay, so I'm going to use this border, and I just found this online. I was going to use it for one of my Marguerite Miller collages, but I didn't end up doing that. So I'm going to use it on here instead. Because I have no idea what else I'm going to use. Because this one I didn't plan out like I did the other one. Anything in here. I have flowers. I think most of these are going to be too big. Yeah, these are going to be too big. I'm going to have to go grab it from something else, I think. That might not be awful. Those are huge. I got these at Michael's last year. That's a sticker. Does it fit? No. Too tall, too wide, too all the things, right? Yeah. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to grab something. I am back. You won't know, but that did take me a while. So I'm going to put some papers, like I mentioned, like a little notebook in here. I'm going to stitch it in. And then on the outside, and then the rest I think I'm going to leave plain so that you can write on that part as well. Or, you know, whoever got it could write on. You're like, oh, really? We're all getting one. If you make one, you would be able to write on it as well. How's that? And this is just scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. Their Christmas version. And it's just one of their Paper Studio or whatever brand. use what you got. Okay, this is from TaylorMade Journals, and I'm not totally positive about this. This was just in my box of ephemera for Christmas, so I apologize. I don't really know where that one's from. It might, I don't think it's TaylorMade Journals. I'm not really sure where that one's from. Apologize. And I'll try to link these things below. But I'm sure lots of you have bought from TaylorMade Journals. It's Lorna has some great digitals. These type of things with the cutouts and all. Victorian scrap is what it's called. Okay, and then we'll put this in here. I'm just going to kind of, this is my black and white Christmas digital here on the front and back. Just a piece of it. And then I'm just gonna wing this real quick. It's not gonna be anything amazing because it's just such a small amount. Okay. But this is how you sew in a big signature as well. So if you've never done that, then this will probably be helpful. So you're going to basically try to hit the middle. And it's really easy in this kind of very thin form. And then kind of come back in. I keep getting stuck in the thread here. Just trying to guess here, kind of. You would do, if I was doing an actual book, I would come an inch from the top and an inch from the bottom. I just unthreaded that. This is definitely not my strong suit. And then in the center. And this is just waxed thread. I usually use upholstery thread to do them when I do the books, but I just thought this would be kind of fun because, you know, the black and white and all. So you're gonna, the problem with waxed that I find is it's very hard to not poke through it again when you come back through, which is what I'm gonna do now. Because if you go through it in a book, you have to start over. Excuse me. So you want one of the ties on one side of that central line and the other tie. Did I really just... Oh, I don't think. But like that, the center and then one on each side. And then this, I'm just going to tie it into a knot. You just want to make sure it's taut. That could have been a little bit tighter, but that's okay. It's not a whole journal. If I was doing a whole journal, I would want to make sure it's really tight so that, you know, you don't have loose signature, because that's not cool. And then I'm just going to cut these. And I would probably tie a bow and all that, but I just don't want any unnecessary thickness there. And I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on the knot. You don't have to do that. That's just kind of my thing that I do. Okay, and then I'll fold that, but I want to make sure that it's dry first. But you can see there's my little signature, and like I said, I'm going to leave the rest of it plain so that it could be written on since we decorated the front. But wouldn't that look cute just in a pocket? I think they're super fun. You could do lots of things with those. Lots and lots of things. So anyhow, that is it. The little tree with 2 pockets and 2 little houses. And then our little, could be almost like a little mini notebook journal. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a fabulous day. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Love you guys. Chat later. Bye now.